Hello, welcome back to another, wait, hold on. Oh, it's just someone's sprinklers. Welcome back to another video diary entry by Connor Morphin Hickok. I have a lot that I want to talk about that's been on my mind. But, I mean, last week was pretty good. Honestly, all things considered, it was pretty good. This week is exciting. I have some stuff going on. Honestly, I don't really mind talking about the upcoming week, because, even though I'm going to talk about it next week, I don't mind, just talking about it. But, on tomorrow, I have another food bank. That's from 6 to 8. That's going to be fun. Sure, it's a little later than I normally do, but, I don't mind. Hold on. Okay, here. And then on Wednesday, I have another White Pony Express community service thing. That's going to be fun. And then on Thursday is going to be Eric's birthday party, because last week, I forgot, it was the 22nd. Yeah, so 22nd was when Eric's actual birthday was. He's 18 now, so he's unk, like us. Haha. But, he's having his party this Thursday. Hold on. Oh! Alright, there. And, a couple of weeks ago, he asked people, hey, for my birthday, you guys can make a slideshow on anything you want, and we can all have presentations. So me and my brother proceeded to make a over 110 slideshow on the mobile game Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle, because we've been following the game for over 8 years, because it's a good game. And yeah, we're gonna nerd out so hard. There's a spider. That's why I freaked out. It's fast. It's a fast one. Sorry about that. But me and my brother worked super hard on that slideshow. Yeah, on out of here. Damn. I hate spiders, bro. They're so creepy. They're scary. But that was really fun to do. Honestly, I had a really great time making that slideshow. And then there's a couple things we gotta talk about, bro. That I want to talk about that have been on my mind. I'm probably gonna sound like a weirdo, but I don't care. Huh? Oh, it's probably just the tree acting weird. Yeah. The full moon is out right now. You guys can't see it, but the full moon is out. It looks really nice. Yeah, get out of here, bro. Leave, bro. Exactly. But one thing I have been trying to do this past week is I've been trying to run 6 miles again. I haven't done that since the wisdom teeth removal. I've been trying so hard to do it, but I just keep failing at 3 or 4 miles. But I'm gonna run 6 miles today. You hear me? I'm either today or tomorrow. I'm gonna run 6 miles. It will not matter how tired I get, bro. It will not matter how much my body is saying, bro, please stop. I'm gonna do it, bro. It's about damn time I did it again. Oh, dude, it's so windy, bro. But yeah, I don't know. Let me just start talking about last week. So Monday, June 22nd, again, like I said, that was Eric's birthday. Me and my brother also watched the penultimate episode of season 4 of Invincible. Dude, okay, I don't want to spoil, but it was insane. It was so crazy. It was so good. It was like a really crazy watching the episode. And I was also really close to sorting through all the music that I currently have on my music spreadsheet, which was super cool. That was a really big achievement that I got super close. I did finish it, but like I was getting it was just a really big achievement that I got it done. But yeah, again, like I was like getting super close to finishing it over the first few days of the week, and then June 23rd. I last week especially, I was learning a lot. I was mostly doing the learning on Duolingo about hiragana, which hiragana is the alphabet used in Japanese for native Japanese words, and the way to differentiate it from katakana or kanji is like it's more curvy. It's like more curvy. But yeah, I spent last week learning a lot about that. Just to learn some symbols, so I can at least know something about it. But which is cool. And then me and my brother finished season 4 of Invincible on Tuesday. It was fire. It was really good. Like, here's the thing, people complain so much about the animation, but I honestly don't care. I honestly don't mind if the animation's bad. I mean, the story's really good, so you know what? I'll take it. And then June 24th. Oh, you know what? One thing I randomly remembered. So, dude, bro, I was trying to go to sleep last night, and I started dreaming. But right before I fully went to sleep, I woke up again. Like, I was still conscious. Like, I woke up again, and it's like sometimes I do that, and I just there's this feeling where my body is falling, and it's so weird. It does scare me though. It really scares me. So it took me a couple more minutes to sleep, but yeah, it's a scary feeling. But Wednesday, June 24th. I didn't run on Wednesday morning because so when I sleep I have my window open a little bit. I was getting ready and stuff, and I heard some people yelling outside, and my gut was telling me, yeah, we're not doing that, bro. We're not, that's dangerous. We're not doing that. So I didn't. Now, the yelling was pretty faint, but I could tell that it was in the neighborhood. So I don't want to risk anything, You don't know what I have no idea what people are doing at 4 a.m. in the morning. No idea. But it's probably not good if there's yelling. So I didn't do it. Okay, yeah, that. And then Wednesday was when me and Cody started the slideshow for Eric's birthday. I think the first day we worked on it, we got 40 slides done, which is really impressive, honestly. That was all for Wednesday. Thursday is a pretty short entry. We got about 30 more slides in the slideshow, and I told myself I should be able to run 6 miles tomorrow. No, Okay, now here's where I get to the points that I'm probably gonna sound like a weirdo. Okay, so let me just talk about Thursday. Real quick. So yeah, me and Cody were wait, Thursday? Friday. So yeah, Friday. On Friday, me and Cody were basically done with the slideshow. There were a couple more slides we had to make and a couple more adjustments. But I mean, we were basically done with the slideshow at that point. And yeah. And the slideshow overall has, again, like I said, has over 110 slides, which is impressive, in my opinion. And work was good. Work was good on Friday. The main performer, Will Francis, he's a great guy. We love him. He's actually super young for a magician, too. He's in his early 20s. And he is really, really good. at it. Like this was his first time. Oh. This was his first time being the main performer. He's so good at it, which is crazy because like he's so early into his career. He's really good at it. But yeah. At work, me and Cody watched the Dokkan reveal for the TDC this year. Yeah, because usually me and my brother like to watch Dokkan and Dragon Ball Legends reveals together, cause you know it's fun. It's fun to like feel the hype. Yeah, but yeah, we were texting each other, and you know it was really fun to watch it together. Like we weren't talking, like on a call or anything. We were just texting, but it was fun to watch it together. The hell is that thing? I don't know. It looks ugly. And then I also started reading Volume 7 of Spice and Wolf this last weekend. I finished it. I read 70 pages on Friday. Now this is where I'm gonna start talking about something that probably sounds a little weird, probably sounds a little miserable. I don't know. But okay, so I was reading Spice and Wolf, and Volume 7 takes a step back from the main story and like has like 3 small shorter stories that it shares. Can you frick off, dude? Hold on. Give me a second. Okay, that thing's too heavy for me to blow it away, I guess. But it's slow, so it's not gonna reach me, right? Surely it's not gonna reach me, right? Surely. I think it's called a water bug, right? I don't know. They're creepy. I just hate most bugs. The only bugs I'm fine with are moths, butterflies, and ladybugs. Those I'm fine with. Everything else, get the hell away from me. But yeah. Okay, so I was reading Spice and Wolf, right? And now I'm not gonna spoil, but there was so in the first short story, it focused on 2 characters, and a guy and a girl, and there was this one scene where you know it was nighttime and they had to huddle up for warmth, and the guy was becoming somewhat mesmerized by the scent of the girl, right? And at some point it was also like listening to her heartbeat, and it's like dude, I don't know, man. It's just like there's just so many things that I wonder about when it comes to like relationships. I don't know. I don't know, man. It's like, I don't know. I like that. Okay. And you know, reading that, I'm just also fascinated about that. This is gonna sound so weird, but like, I'm curious about these things. Like, what does someone's heartbeat sound like? Like, I feel like that sounds, I feel like that would sound very, very soothing. And I want to experience that. And, here's the thing. I enjoy smelling things, right? But I don't know what a girl smells like. Is that weird? That's really weird to say, I know. But, like, I wonder what a girl smells like. I don't know. That's just one of my curiosities that I have. I don't know. And then, I don't know, man. Being single's rough. Like, I'm getting through it, but I'm getting through perfectly fine on my own. But it would be nice. It would be nice. It would be awesome, you know? Just saying. And then, yeah, that's really all for Friday. Saturday, me and Cody practically like finished the Dokkan slideshow on Saturday. Work was good again on Saturday. I read another 101 pages of Spice and Wolf Volume 7. And okay, this is another thing I want to talk about. So on Saturday, I decided to stay and eat with the magicians for the first time. Just why not? And me and my dad stayed at the theater until 11:50. So I didn't go to sleep until like 12:10. Dude, it's like, and you know, that reminded me of like, okay, what, like when I'm at events, or I'm just like outside or out and about, it's like there are just times where I just lack the social energy. And honestly, the only thing I'm thinking about is, damn, I want to go home. But I never share that thought. I never share that thought when I'm like at an event or whatever. And I feel that. When I feel that and I'm like outside, out and about doing something with like friends or an event, I don't say that. Because it's like, that's just I just sound like an asshole. Like, I'm basically just saying, hey, I don't care about this, I just want to go home. But like, that's not it, though. I'm just tired and exhausted. And it's just like, man, it's like, man, like, oh my god, that is a giant-ass cockroach. That's terrifying. Yikes, bro. But yeah, I don't know. It's like, dude, it's cause okay, I remember this specific instance at a last year's robotics competition. My final year of robotics. I remember the second day after all our matches. We hung around, you know, we and Eric and some of the others watched the matches, but I stayed back at our pit. But I remember I went over to Mr. T to ask him something. He was talking with this other mentor, and the mentor mentioned that one of the people in her robotics team talked about how they wanted to go home. And then she was talking about how, like, damn, like, this kid is so ungrateful. Like, like that's just so ungrateful and like really disrespectful. Like, man, aren't you excited to be here? And stuff like, you know, just saying like how it was like super rude and disrespectful that they just want to go home. And it's like, dude, that's why I don't share that desire of mine to just go home and rest and recharge. Cause because usually people will take that the wrong way. And it'll just be super disrespectful. And dude, fundamental attribution error, bro. Fundamental attribution error. Now, if you guys don't know what that is, the fundamental attribution error, I learned this in psychology. It states that we often judge people when someone does something. We often judge that action we often judge the person. Like we often judge the person rather than their circumstances. So, for example, someone cuts you off on the road. You're pretty pissed about it, and you just tell yourself, oh, they're a terrible driver. But in reality, what if you know, they're rushing to some family emergency or something like that? You never know. Fundamental attribution error is when we judge the person rather than the circumstance, right? So basically, it's like, here's the thing. Due to certain factors, I have a limited social battery, right? Like, there are times where I just want to go home and where I just want to be by myself. There are times where I just want to be by myself, and I don't want to be around anyone else. And it's certainly a thing, cause during that day at robotics comp, I was certainly feeling like that. I was feeling like, man, I just want to go home. I'm exhausted. We've put in so much work the past 2 days at this competition. I just want to go home. But I wish we were still there for a few hours. And, you know, it was just, and it's like, when I feel that way, and I don't get an opportunity to rest, it's just like, I just start feeling very resentful very, very resentful for like anyone, towards anyone around me. Even like sometimes I even feel that way about friends, because it's like I just want to be by myself. Like, I have a very not very limited, but I have a limited social battery, and when that runs out, I'm just not the same person. I'm like more timid. I'm exhausted, and it's just a whole thing. And I don't know, man. I don't know. And I hope that when I get into, I hope that if I don't know whether the question is if or when it happens, but if or when I ever get into a relationship, I hope that the person I'm with understands these, like that aspect of me. That sometimes, well, here's the thing. If I don't know if like the person I'm with, I don't know if my social battery would drain. Maybe it won't if I'm with them. Maybe they would in fact recharge my battery. I don't know. But I just wish more people would understand that I just have a limited social battery, and that sometimes I just need to be by myself. Maybe for a few days. I don't know. It's rough. It's rough. And then Sunday, all I did was have work, and then I finished my Small Flame 7. But I don't know. Some interesting topics today. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just getting to a point, man, where I really want to be in a relationship, but I know you can't rush that stuff. Who knows? Maybe college is where I'll find someone. I don't know. No idea. And man, I want to go back to running. I really enjoy running, and sometimes I challenge myself, and it's really hard. And sometimes I just think to myself that the human body is just so weak. The human body is just so weak, and I hate it, cause I just want to be able to run and like work out like a lot. I just want to be able to work out and run, but sometimes I just can't do that, and it's frustrating. And the human body's just too weak. I don't know. But I don't know. I mean, here's the thing. I wasn't like ups. Like last week wasn't bad or anything, despite the stuff I've talked about. Last week wasn't bad. Last week was good. But I don't know, man. There's just some stuff going on up here. But that's all I got for now. I'm gonna head back. I'm gonna rest for a few minutes before I attempt to do 6 miles. Because like my goal, I really want to try and do it this month, and that I only have 2 more days until the month ends, and I don't know. I'll try my best. But yeah, that's all I got for now. I'm gonna head back. I'll try my best to run 6 miles, and I will see y'all later.